Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video. And in today's video, it's a real pleasure today to be joined by Lucas Bardi. And Lucas, first of all, how are we?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And like I say, it's a real pleasure to speak to you because I'm from the UK and I heard your name. You became an internet sensation, realistically, from a one-punch knockout of Ashton Silva. And I suppose we'll start straight with that question of how has that kind of changed your life?
It got me a contract, and I was waiting to sign a promotional contract with a big promoter for many years. So it definitely opened a lot of doors.
Was it ever frustrating, the years you had to wait to find this promotional deal?
Yeah, it was. It was very, very tough to break out of Canada. You know what? Like it was a lot harder than I expected.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think the American promoters really they don't really keep an eye out for Canadian talent. So it's really hard to get eyeballs on you, and sometimes you got to take a B-side fight, take a chance, and kind of do what I did and come out on top.
Do you ever feel like there is, so much talent from countries like Canada who, just aren't being spotted, aren't being found by these promoters?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's some of the best fighters in the world. No one even knows about them.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's tons of talent like that all over the world.
Oh, I think we've got you back.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
No worries. But yeah, no, I completely agree. It is unfortunate to see so many countries not getting these same kind of eyes on them. But I suppose you are kind of arguably the face of Canadian boxing at the moment. Do you feel like that is a lot of pressure on you?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't call it pressure.
Hmm.
I mean, it's an honor for me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, if it gives people motivation to to get to the next level, then it's great.
Hmm. No, of course, most definitely. And I suppose since signing with MVP, how has that changed your career and your life as a whole?
Well, it gave my career, some stability, right? Like
Hmm.
now I know when I'm fighting. Before it was just kind of like, okay, after my fight, it's like, all right, when am I fighting next? Like, it's everything was kind of up in the air. Now I got more of like, structure
Hmm.
to when I'm fighting, and yeah, it gave me opportunity to fight on a massive platform. Big thanks to MVP and Jake Paul. And now I'm able to really focus on moving up those rankings and getting my spot and shot at the world title.
Hmm. Most definitely, and something in which I'm a big fan of is the Bardi Clinic. And I suppose, am I allowed to ask why you opened that?
You know what? We thought about it one day and we thought it was hilarious,
Hmm.
and we said, we got to make a couple skits, and they've been a hit, man. People enjoy them. People think they're funny, so
Hmm.
it was great.
No, I'm a big fan of them, definitely. And I suppose, how important is it to, sell yourself as a fighter? Even just doing things like little skits, how important is it to, create that entertainment for the fans?
Yeah, I mean nowadays it's very important. Social media plays a big part of of everyone's careers. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? You kind of got to self promote, and a lot of times it's a popularity contest.
Hmm.
The more people that see you, the more people want to see you. It's it puts asses in the seats and views on the TV. So the more people that know about you, the more people that watch you, the better. And these are little things that can be done to increase those numbers.
And I suppose, obviously, I don't know if you can give too much of a response to this, but who would you want next for the clinic? Who would you like to, fight next?
Um, well, we're in talks right now with with a couple guys for my next fight. I'm going to be fighting in August.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I can't really. I don't want to say any names yet, but
Hmm.
until things are confirmed.
Hmm.
But you know who I really want? I really want to put Floyd Schofield's dad in the clinic. Maybe he needs an adjustment. Him and his son at the same time, actually.
Why do you think that is?
I just think they're they talk a lot, and I don't even know if they got any credibility anymore to what they say, just from all the BS that they talk. But yeah, I would really like to give him a beat.
Do you feel like there are a lot of fighters who do prefer their talking on Twitter?
Yeah, I think he's got a big mouth and he likes to talk a lot behind the computer.
Hmm. No, of course. And, I suppose, with somebody like Jake Paul as your promoter, MVP, that fight could definitely happen. And I'm sure it would sell really well. And, you've touched upon this already, but what do you make? I suppose this is a two-part question. What do you make of Jake Paul as a promoter and a fighter?
Well, he's an amazing promoter.
Hmm.
He's he's becoming like a big star in boxing.
Hmm.
I mean, he's an entertainer and he's an amazing entertainer. And as far as his boxing, I mean, he's taking the right fights at the right time. He's
Hmm.
growing as a fighter. He's only getting better. Every fight you see improvements.
Hmm.
So what more could you ask for, as a fan?
Hmm.
Someone that's fighting better guys every time and taking little step ups. I think this next fight, he's got Chavez in front of him. I think that's
Hmm.
a main amazing opponent for him based on his past, what he's done, his accomplishments, and yeah, it's a guy that's it's been a world champion. He's been at the top, so this is a big step for Jake, and I think he's ready for it. So I hope he knocks him out because Canelo didn't.
Hmm. No, that is true. And, it was seemingly close at one point to seeing Jake Paul and Canelo actually fight each other. I know there were some sort of negotiations. And do you think that is a fight that could possibly happen?
I think so. Why not?
Hmm.
Why not? I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a business. Obviously Jake has a size advantage, and that could play a big role in the outcome.
Hmm. Most definitely. And I suppose, would you, ever picture yourself fighting in a main event alongside Jake Paul?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I think for sure in the next 12 months I'll be up there, maybe hopefully a co-main event with Jake.
Hmm. No, that'd be amazing. I mean, we saw the numbers in which Taylor and Serrano got on Netflix, and do you think having Netflix on board with them will be great? And I suppose, do you think your next fight might be with Netflix?
Well, I could tell you it's going to be with the Zone,
Okay,
but
okay.
they work with obviously they work with both companies right now.
Mhm.
So it's yeah, either way, it's a big platform for me. So whether it's with the Zone or Netflix, as long as people can watch it from their home, that's all I care about.
Most definitely. And of course, you, like I've touched upon at the very start, went viral for that amazing knockout of yours. And do you believe that you are the hardest hitting lightweight?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If I'm not the hardest, I'm definitely one of the top five for sure.
Mhm. And I suppose, where's this power come from? Was it natural, or is it something you've had to train?
Definitely natural. I was always a good puncher, but I think with the proper technique, you could always maximize your power, right? And
Hmm.
and that's one thing my coach Stevie Bailey really helps me with is the technique's got to be 100% to get the maximum power that you're capable of doing. And yeah, he's a very detailed coach, and I think that helps.
Hmm. Most definitely, that does help. And you've touched upon wanting to have some amazing fights, but how far do you believe that your potential can take you?
How far do I think my potential could take me?
Yes.
Well, I believe I'll be world champion within the next year,
Hmm.
and we're always aiming for undisputed.
Hmm.
You want to be undisputed. We want no ifs, ands, or buts. And
Hmm.
yeah, I'll be looking for the big fights, the biggest fights of the lightweight division.
And I suppose, say you fight in August, would you feel like perhaps a final eliminator could happen at the end of this year, maybe early next year?
Absolutely, absolutely. It might even be for my next fight. Yeah, I'm only like one or two fights away from fighting for a title. So we're taking the proper steps, and you know, my promoter's going to do their job, and I'm going to do my job.
Most definitely. And when I interviewed Sarah Bailey, a fellow teammate of yours, she was wearing your merch, and I said it was, great to see, and it was a very clean fit. And how's that merch been selling? What was the making? Why did you make it?
Um, that was I'm not too sure which one it was. Um,
It was the Bahdi knockout one.
oh yeah, that one. So yeah, that one was kind of like a limited shirt. There was
Hmm.
only so many made, but yeah, merch is always great for promotion and even just supporting. Like I got all Sarah's merch and
Hmm.
I support her 100%.
Hmm. No, that's amazing to see. And I suppose with somebody like Sarah, when I asked her, she said that you'd known each other for a long time. And I suppose how's the relationship been with her? She's gone on to become a world champion now.
Yeah, our relationship's great. Um, we feed off each other's success,
Hmm.
and just having her around in the gym. We travel all the time for sparring, whether all over the states, and it's good to have someone on the team same. Oh, sorry, one sec. Someone's just called.
No worries.
With the same kind of goals, right?
Hmm.
We both got the same goals, and we feed off of each other. So it's very important. And someone at her caliber, world champion, it's amazing motivation.
Hmm. Indeed, and I appreciate your time. I'll leave with this final question of mine, and that is, you've said how important the supporters are for your career, and is there anything that you'd like to say in a way of just, appreciating them?
Well, I appreciate all of them, but the ones that really supported me from day one and until this day, those are the ones that I'll never forget.
Indeed. And well, Lucas, thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it. And, from like I touched upon me being from the UK, you are a worldwide name now. And, I'm very excited to see how your career progresses. And yeah, thank you very much again.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you, and thank you for your support.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, Lucas.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.